parents need to know what's going on, and they take everything that's going on, outside the school, inside the school, and they put it together as a team to give parents information. And a lot of times parents don't know the ins and outs of what goes on in school. So the more information they get, the better informed they are on what's going on. And it's hard to get all that information to them. So when you have a team of people that can come together and say, okay, well, we need to get this information out and that information out at this time or at that time. It's more organized, in more organized fashion.
The responsibilities of the team were to come up with a comprehensive education plan, which is a living document. It can be changed at any time. We can go back in and revise anything that we see is not working. Basically, it's to help instruction and give us short-range decision-making changes, curriculum changes, anything that we see that needs to be instituted in the school. Also, the comprehensive education plan mission statement is basically to be data-driven. So we have to have something that shows accountability for the teachers, the students, the parents, and that's all addressed in the plan.
Primarily, the team focuses on instructional issues. And we look at our SEP plan, we monitor the SEP plan during the course of the school year, and as we look at the plan and we look at the goals that we have established here, anytime as we move forward with formative feedback coming in the case of assessments during the course of the school year, the team members can call grade levels or representatives from grade levels to give us an updated viewpoint as to where we might be in this organization as we're projecting, hopefully, for positive outcomes when all's said and done as it relates to academics. The primary focus of the team, again, is on instruction.
Our principal, the teachers, the administrators, social workers, there's other organizations and agencies that they can serve on the school-based planning team. The librarian, anyone that's involved in the school and provides a service or works here can be a part. And the parents, of course, they want to have parent representation.
The role of parent and community is extremely important. We do need the parents and community members in this journey, this very important journey on behalf of our students. The parents come here with perspectives that we may not be entertaining internally, and they come here with a voice in the spirit of collaboration, and in order to move in the direction of supporting the primary agenda, and that's improving student outcomes.
There has to be the parent members present in order for us to do any kind of voting. The parents bring in any concerns they have from the community or things they might have heard around the community that they want to bring to the table and discuss. So they have an equal voice as well as everybody else.
The principal serves as our chairperson, and each grade level is represented by one teacher. Special subjects are also represented, so are paraprofessionals and community members. And as a teacher, my job is to sit on the committee and vote on topics that I feel would best serve my grade level and my students.
Well, since as teachers we work with the children, we can see the programming that we've decided to go with, if that actually is working. So we share with the team whether we see that program as being maybe beneficial or maybe dropping it and perhaps looking into something different that would be more beneficial for the kids. So we take input from every grade level and see how they're doing, and then we decide.
Where possible, we would like to reach consensus where everybody is supporting whatever the item may be on the table for discussion. In times when we're not able to reach consensus, we do something that we refer to as block voting, where each constituency comes together, discuss the issue. Ideally, we do it publicly where we're all talking together, but if a constituency needs to move off and have a confidential discussion, come back to the table to register, again, how that constituency may feel on an issue, so we go about voting. And when all's said and done, as we discuss the issues, hopefully all 5 blocks will vote yes to the issue in order to be able to move forward. We build agendas before we end the meeting, so we're all clear on what the next school-based planning agenda is all about. It's very important that we have basic understandings of our roles and responsibilities as we move through this process during the course of the year, so we're all clear and there's no misunderstanding when difficult conversations find themselves at the table.
Decisions are reached. First, we discuss all the aspects that we can think of, any questioning or stuff like that goes on. Each person gets a say if they need to, otherwise they just listen and decide on their own. We vote. In order to take a vote, we have to have a certain number of people from each group that I had mentioned that are present on the team in order to reach consensus. If we don't have the consensus, then we generally will try to discuss it some more. Maybe we change some people's minds. If we end up at an impasse, then we have decided as our team that the principal will take over and decide if it has to do with funding.
Representation is very important, that we have everybody at the table. And it's important that everyone, they come to the table without I'm going to say, to be more positive and constructive and moving forward with one another rather than destructive and not moving in a positive direction in this organization. After all, we're all here for our children, and we must work in collaboration with one another, with school, community, parents, and trying to move the agendas.
An effective school-based planning team needs to have people who are invested in the school, and I think we have that. We have people who consistently come to meetings. I think that's an important part. And respectful discussion, and people who are willing to listen to, there's 2 sides to every story. And again, I think you need to have people who are really invested in your students, both community members, parents. It really shows that your building is cohesive and together. And I think the ability to have a principal and to have administrators who are open to hearing from their teachers and from their parents, and that our opinions and feelings on subjects matter. And the voting process. I mean, the fact that everybody has an equal vote is I think, very important too, because it helps move our school in the right direction when everybody has a say.
An effective school-based planning team are comprised of members who actually want to be on the team, who are elected by their grade levels or the community to be on the team, and just have somebody who is willing to listen to 2 different sides and make an objective decision based on what you see in front of you. People respect each other and listen to everybody's side. And we have a wonderful leader with Mr. Ellison, and can't get any better.
Because we're all in this together, and we should not come to the forum with any hidden agendas or ulterior motives to be disruptive, because again, our most important people are our students, and that we all should come with the agenda of how best can we educate our students. It's very important that we keep focus of that, because they obviously will be the leaders of tomorrow and will take our place as leaders of today.